for beating the Brownies. Hey, this is my favorite snack. Tastes like a dub. Gotta come back to the house, come get this win, man. Go Cowboys.
What's going on? Hey, Cowboys Uncovered is back with episode 2. Hey, we made it, and hey, we got a game going on right now. Hey, let's get the week started. And hey, we got a special guest today, Fizzle Dollars from South Harmon FF. Hey, welcome to the show, Fizzle. What's going on?
Yes,
man?
sir. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate being here. You know, especially after a good victory yesterday. It wasn't a questionable victory. It was clear, clear as day, man. You know, so
Yes,
I know
sir.
the haters are gonna hate, man, on the numbers, but when the defense smack you in the mouth like that, bro, you don't need Dak to do nothing, man. So I just want to get that out early so they know that.
Yes, sir. Hey, Fizzle, he's a longtime Cowboys fan, just like all of us, man. So, he does some fantasy football content, but just wanted to just kind of have the whole crew come out for this one. And man, hey, last episode it was the boys are back. Hey, this episode, here we go.
Victory Monday, baby.
Here we
Victory
go.
Monday. So, hey, pour up with this. Take a shot.
Shot for the boys.
Get some.
All right.
All right. So yeah.
Whew.
Fellas. So hey, really good, awesome Cowboys game, man. We got Dak signed right as the time was almost running out, man.
It was the 11th hour, literally.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad they got that deal done. We're kind of wondering what was going to happen, what the future was going to be, but ended up not being an issue, right? So
Jerry's just playing games. Jerry plays mind games all year, 365, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like he said, he's the best one doing this right now.
Yeah. Speaking of mind games, we've seen Jerry Jones do this before, right? He's done this with all of our stars, really, including Dez Bryant. Got a little picture of so Dave here on my left,
Cowboys fan David.
This was at one of the last Cowboys games, and then I actually met Fizz at the Fantasy Football Expo, and that was him with Dez. That was actually the year before, in 2023, I believe. So
I informally met Dez in the hallway after that Seattle Seahawks overtime game. It's one of the coolest games, definitely the coolest game I've ever been to. Never heard.
Bro, hold on. What year you talking about? 2019?
No, last
year.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I was at that game 2019, the playoffs. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Right, no, it wasn't playoffs. It was middle of the season. It was Thursday night game.
Okay.
That shootout game, DK Metcalf went off, but we went off just a little bit more.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, what should we talk about first, man? I mean, we saw Cowboys kind of get off to what we would call a slow start. We don't know if it's rust or they're them just messing around with some of their players. But here's some thoughts from a former coach, Jason Garrett.
Back to Dak. He just plays the game at a high level. I hear these clowns on TV say he's overrated. He's not in the top 10. Watch the game. Yeah. He's an incredible football player, great leader for that team.
We are not the clowns on TV.
That's not us.
We got to get some.
Yeah. Cue the clowns. I kind of wanted to say that, like, he had this, Dak has this narrative of being a bus driver. And you look around the league yesterday, a lot of teams could use a good bus driver. There's some seriously bad QB play out there.
Talk to him.
Yeah, pretty crazy, man. I feel like Dak is showing that he's the man. And look, CD, that connection is just going to develop over time. I'm not sure why they didn't get too much action in this game, but really, I'm not too worried about it because we really got a complete team, man. We're seeing some guys, kind of stand out from all over the place. So for me, I'm feeling good. Like, we got the defense stepping up. So it's kind of been more of a collective unit coming together. We've had 2 12-5 seasons, and on our last episode, we predicted our schedule prediction, and it felt like 12-5. That was mine. I think one of y'all had 13 for us, but after a start like that, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I want to jump in and just kind of talk about how if you have a team that can play in 2 out of 3 phases in one day, you have the special teams, you have defense, maybe the offense isn't clicking all the way, or some other combination thereof. A lot of these teams are finding that hard to do, and the Cowboys had that in spades. If you can have the special teams unit playing like it did, a lot of people don't want to give Bones Fossil a player or two on the roster. Give them 2 or 3 guys, let them have a great unit out there. And then you see Aubrey. I mean, man, he was going to make that.
Yeah.
After the 5-yard penalty, I was like, let him go for it. Just let him go for it.
You said 2 out of 3 phases. The offense was clicking in the first half. Second half, I think they actually did get stopped a few times. I think we saw CeeDee Lamb actually drop some balls that he will normally catch. A little bit of rust there. Overall, Dak didn't have to do too much. He did just enough. Obviously, the Turpin second half touchdown, that was the only touchdown in the second half. The rest was Aubrey. But so there are things to nitpick.
Yeah, speaking of, let's check out this Turpentine.
Turpin racing up the middle. Kavontae Turpin needs one more block. He's got it, and he goes for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's
finally happened, guys. Turpentine.
Turpentine, baby.
Yeah,
Turpentine.
The first return TDs of the season. It's been kind of few and far between with the new rule changes, but Fizz, do you think we've got extra weapon here? We were waiting for years for Turpin to do something. Even though he had that Pro Bowl first season with this, but a little more confidence.
Well, I feel like now is the time. And think about it. We just lost Jake Ferguson for what could be, let's just say, sprained MCL. I would give him 4 to 5 weeks at the minimum. So, if you think about the speed of Turpin, man, the only thing I feel like Dallas has ever really missed was a true play caller. I know Kellen Moore loves to throw the ball. He's an air raid, type of guy. But if you have a true playmaker that can put Turpin in the right position on a quick, fake screen play, toss it to him in the backfield. There's some type of trick play, man, to use your fast speed special team guy, man. I mean, we watched guys like Devin Hester do stuff like this, Tyreek Hill. And I mean, he's not Tyreek Hill, but I'm just saying Xavier Worthy did the same thing on Thursday out the backfield. One play, he ran up, touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Run play. Yeah,
I would say, would you rather have CeeDee Lamb taking those than Turpin? I kind of would.
Okay, well, no. I agree with you. I agree with you, Fizz, because I think Turpin is not a great wide receiver. Okay,
exactly. You got to make him look good, though. That's the point.
He's an ATH, right? He's an athlete. He can burn out there. I like putting him on the wings. I like isolating him. I don't like throwing it over the middle to him. I don't think he's ever going to hold up.
That's what I'm saying,
catching it in his chest.
Yep.
It's never going to happen. But put him in space. That's how
put
you
him in space, man. I mean, honestly, you could throw it to him on the yard line. Just call the play, have him stand out, boom, throw it to him quick. The faster you get the ball in his hands, the better he'll be. You know what I'm saying? So hike the ball, throw it to him. He gone, man.
Hey, Fizz, I want to
motion Dak out. No.
I want to throw this next one to you, man. What stood out to you the most in this Browns game?
The defense, bro. The defense, man. The dirty dogs got dirty, man. And I know a lot of it was Rusty Watson just being not good, but a lot of it was us too, man. The schemes. I watched Kendricks go out there for a cool guy who they thought was done. Man, Kendricks was out there cooking, man. He honestly, I love Sean Lee, and I would never compare nobody to Sean Lee, but Kendrick is a leader in that linebacker room. And I feel like his eyes on the plays. I watched some replays after the game, and he was like making other guys go where they supposed to go. And he was, busting in the seams, and it was a defense, man. Diggs, my boy Diggs, man, he got him a pick. So
loved it.
Man, it was all wheels up, man. And I feel like a lot of people, especially fantasy people, they like, oh man, Dak. We had the same thing last year. They said, man, CeeDee Lamb and Dak, they starting off slow. But remember, we played the Jets last year and we beat them by like 40 points. And it was no point of, no point of the offense going out there doing too much. So I know Derek Carr's hot. And, if we go out there and do the same thing, punch him in the mouth, I don't see Dak and them having to go out there and put up 40 points like they did in this week. So defense was the number one thing to me, bro. I love seeing it because I know we got the offense. So long as the defense doing what they doing, man, we good, bro.
Hey,
I'd like to drill down on Eric Kendricks a little bit. Remember, he actually signed with the 49ers, turned around a few days later. He said, I want to go play for Zim. That guy led the team in tackles. He had an interception, 2 sacks. I mean, Guy played out of his mind.
Yeah, man. And you mentioned Diggs, so let me just play this real quick. Just salute the Diggs here.
Watson, far side, and that is intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has his first since the ACL surgery.
Let's
Diggs get the beat.
So good to see.
Diggs
So good
is
to see.
back. Yeah. And look, it wasn't just Diggs out there making plays, man. I mean, we had contributions all over the place.
I want to go back to Kendricks too, because seeing him make those plays, seeing him take command of the defense back there, we've got linebackers now. This is like what we should have done with Bobby Wagner a few years ago. It feels like that type of impact on the defense. Yep. And we found him not on the cheap, but this is the type of veteran move. This is like Stephon Gilmore.
Classic.
This is a great move for the defense. You got Overshown, you got Kendricks, Louis Fowles out there making plays, and Parsons is everywhere. It's nasty.
What about the rookie Kalen Carson? Targeted pretty much the whole day. Smashed up with Amari Cooper quite a bit. Cooper had 2 catches, 16 yards. And Kalen Carson had his hands on a couple of balls. One of them is really likely to be an interception. Next time he gets that one.
Let's check this out.
Boys are up to their old tricks again. Just drafting like nobody else. 5th round, Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest. Like, you watch him right here against Amari. What does he think he is? Deion Sanders going for that break right there early in the game? The guy backed off nobody. His break on the ball, as good as there is. Like, you watch him put this foot in the ground. Zimmer's got to love this. Bam! That's exactly how you play that. Quick slant to Amari. Like, he was just awesome all day.
Yeah, man. He was awesome, dude.
Shout out to Baldy's Breakdowns. Always a must-watch on Twitter.
Yeah, dude. And we had just mentioned Overshown. Hate to go.
You got this one? You
hate to go back to back.
The Lamborghini.
But guys, we were waiting all last year. You know, we're in Texas. You know, we love to see Overshown.
Saw flashes in the preseason before he got hurt.
Make a little comeback. So let's check this out.
I want to shout out. We have a new household name. The most impressive player was a guy named DeMarvion Overshown. He was everywhere. I don't know much about DeMarvion Overshown. I'm watching the game. Tom Brady's first call, and you're thinking, wow, Tom Brady's going to be on the call. He's going to have. He's going to talk about Dak. We talked about DeMarvion Overshown the first half, and this guy was unbelievable. I'm telling you, Cowboys defense was outstanding. Shout out to Mike Zimmer, who we'll talk more about later in the show. But gosh, Cowboys fans got to feel pretty good. Browns fans, I already gave you my spiel.
Yeah, man.
Bad time to be a Browns fan.
Was it ever a good time? Maybe back in the 50s, 60s.
Kozar?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about that victory. I mean, that was well earned. Both tight ends went down with a little bit of an injury. So, high ankle sprain for Njoku. And, they were really building the offense around him from what I was hearing in the off season. So, tough blow for them. But on to week 2. I mean, unless you guys got any other nuggets.
I do want to ask what you guys thought about the O-line.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the O-line, first of all, this is a great coaching job by the Cowboys, getting them ready to play a great first half. Second half, I think the Browns adjusted a little bit, started throwing the rookies on the O-line, some things they probably hadn't seen before. But in the first half, they executed. You got a left tackle rookie, you got a center rookie. It doesn't get more difficult or chaotic for a unit like that, especially week 1. But you got a field general behind them, making sure everything goes right. And I think that's testament to the coaching coming into this game, the game plan.
Yeah. Just looking at the notes, Cowboys offensive line gave up 3 sacks. Guyton gave up 1, had a couple of penalties. One of them, a block in the back that called back, could have put us in the red zone for a touchdown. He's got some work to do, but he played solid.
I was about to say, I look at our O-line, bro, and I look at the Browns defense. Next week, they might have 8 sacks against the next team, So I felt like our guys did good enough. I'm not going to knock them for the job that they did. And they contained, like I said, Zeke looked nice. He looked like he got some juice. Rico, which I love Zeke, man, but I really like Rico this year, man. I just hope he get a little bit more work. But I'm a Zeke guy.
More about that, because I was looking at the running backs. Dowdle kind of ran into guys. Now, am I crazy? Is that how you guys saw that too? I feel like he just I don't know if it was the play call or the rookies on the O-line, but I feel like they weren't opening up holes for him. Zeke had a couple good plays, but I don't know. There's a lot to be desired there. I think we still have some work to do in the running back room.
We'll see if the committee thing works.
I think Zeke got a lot to prove, bro. I think Zeke just wanted to show people, like, one, I should have never been cut, and two, I'm back. You know, like, I think every play that Zeke make, he's gonna go out there and try to look like Isaiah Pacheco, man, every time. So, I love me some Zeke, bro. You know, but I like Rico, man, for the future, and I hope we hold him because I think Rico can be a solid running back, man.
I do too. I think he needs some time to develop. I think the O-line needs to gel a little bit more.
Definitely.
But
I also want to see what that room looks like when Cook is active.
Interesting. I think, and if you know me, you know I love a good revenge storyline. So I'm with you. I want to see Zeke go get revenge for getting cut.
Yeah.
Well, I see Jamie in the chat say about Ryan Flannery, how you want ready for a breakout. But I'm ready. I'm ready for a Jalen Brooks breakout, man. Jalen Brooks is a hell of an athlete, man. He's a hell of an athlete, man. So I want a Jalen Brooks breakout, man. Not sure when it's gonna come or if it will, but Jalen Brooks is my dog, man. I would love to see Jalen Brooks over Jalen Tolbert, honestly.
Yeah, and a shout out Jamie. Yeah, I have a pick'em show, and I picked Cowboys as the underdog. There, to me, it was pretty clear.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Oh man, you gotta feel
minus
like
2.5 right before kickoff.
Bro?
Another bad time to be a Browns fan. Imagine being a favorite.
Lonnie in the building. All right. Hey, and I think Ryan Florner was actually scratched. Did he not suit up? Is that right?
Yeah, he didn't have a catch yesterday, so he might have been scratched.
So it looks like Brooks might be having the lead there in that wide receiver room.
You know what's pretty cool about that? It's tough to make this game day roster. That's exciting. That means the bottom of the roster is where it was maybe a decade ago when we were making that a more serious playoff push. It's tough to make the game day roster on this team, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Looks like 7-3. Jets are up. No CMC.
Yeah, Breece Hall scored. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Breece Hall. Okay, there you go.
Yep.
House call, Hall. Let's go. All right, good fellas. So, hey, other than that, McCarthy just got to manage these games a little bit cleaner.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. The prediction
right before halftime, right?
We talked about this.
Why not call
week,
the timeout anyway?
We talked about this last week.
You just assume you're going to be right and you're wrong again.
It's the exact same scenario we talked about last week. I was like, there's going to be a 66
You called
yarder.
it, Dave.
He's going to not call a timeout. We're going to go back 5 yards, and he's going to let Aubrey kick the 71-yarder. The exact scenario.
If it was the playoffs, we kick that.
I called this last week. Okay, if you guys are watching, check for any other cool predictions I have, because this one was exactly true, except he wussied out, and he didn't let him go kick that 71-yarder. That would have been nice, and he would have made it. Can't tell me I'm wrong, because he probably won't ever let him do it.
Anyway, how big would 3 points be at the end of a half in basically any other game besides the Browns?
I mean, soul crushing when you get points hung on you at the end of a half.
Dak and Tolbert do their job to get the quick out, set him up for the 66-yarder.
Yeah, 66-yarder.
Yeah,
and then McCarthy set him up for a 71-yarder.
Yeah. I see my boy Lonnie in the chat about Carlson. I know you had missed the defense conversation. We didn't bring up Carlson though, but
yeah, and hey, I dropped this for you, Lonnie.
Boys are up to their old tricks again, just drafting like nobody else. 5th round, Kalen Carson out of Wake Forest. Like, you watch him right here against Amari. What does he think he is? Deion Sanders going for that break right there early in the game. The guy backed off nobody. His break on the ball as good as there is. Like, you watch him put this foot in the ground. Zimmer's got to love this. Bam. That's exactly how you play that. Quick slant to Amari. Like, he was just awesome all day.
Hey, that's what happened when you watch the video live. I'll hook you up with a second little replay there. Hey, appreciate you, Lonnie.
And shout out to Zim, because he did get this rookie ready to play.
And, man, Zim hungry, bro. Zim is where he want
looks different, doesn't it?
Zim where he want to be, man. I love. As much as I don't want to win to get McCarthy out of here, I'm just glad everybody else around him is like, people that I want to be around. And
that's the vibe, dude. Win this fight.
Yeah, but I'm glad Zim is back, man. And he need to be. He back home.
Yeah, he still got it. All right, so hey, I'm feeling pretty good about the squad.
I'm feeling rooted.
Y'all ready to move on to week 2?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess the only other
Saints
win in the division were the Eagles. So
Yeah, that's a good footnote. So Cowboys and Eagles won, so we're tied 1-1 in the division. I think they may have more points than us, so they, kind of have a little fake tiebreaker, but not really. We'll face them and we'll get it done.
Just bulletin board material.
Yeah.
Are the Saints ready for week 2? That's what I want to know.
Oh no. So
Dude,
Saints, they won their game versus.
They came out ready too. That's a division opponent. I mean,
it's the consensus worst team in the league. David
come
Smith.
on.
Yeah, they went up against the Carolina Panthers.
Don't get them no love on that one, man.
the Giants look pretty bad too. I know everyone gets one, right?
Listen,
Yeah,
bro.
so they won 47-10 against the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are still in a little bit of a rebuild. So
That's
I picked the wrong guy.
and that's the division
Yeah,
rival
man.
for them. So they didn't let up at the end either. Once they
Anyway, you got two hot teams coming off big wins.
Oh yeah. Listen, I just can't wait to put the brakes on this car, man. It's gonna be over with, bro. If you thought Chris Olave didn't do nothing against the Panthers, wait till you see the Cowboys, man. You might want to bench him this week. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Ugly.
I totally agree.
Well, right now we're favored. So
Do you want to go through the Saints roster a little bit?
we're favored 6.5. So that's how Vegas feels about it.
I think that line's going to move up.
Go ahead.
We're playing our first
the
opening
roster?
game at home.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about this roster on the Saints a little bit because
Yeah, let's do it.
they've got an interesting team.
They do.
Start with quarterback. They got Derek Carr, but they got some other guys behind them. They got Taysom Hill. They've had this project going for almost a decade now. They paid this guy a
He's
lot of
34
money.
years old.
But they also have Spencer Rattler.
But
Is
he
he
was
ever going to unseat Carr?
Honestly,
honestly. I think as
Rattler
long as
didn't get any play.
Dennis Allen is there, bro, Dennis Allen is going to die with Derek Carr underneath him, bro. Last year, Derek Carr messed his shoulder up, had 2 concussions. He didn't miss one game. He made sure he played every single week.
Yeah. I mean, guys, look, Carr, 19 for 23.
He had a really good game, dude.
He had the best completion percentage last week.
Got to give him his
bro.
I
props.
think only Mahomes and Sam Darnold had a better.
Bro, Carolina punted like
yard.
45 times, though, bro. Like, he had the ball the whole game.
Are we saying that if the Cowboys beat the Saints, that we got another win against a winning opponent or whatever the hell this dumb narrative was last year?
Yeah. Watching
To be
5
fair, the
weeks,
Browns were a
Saints have
playoff
losing
team
record.
last year. The
They were.
Saints were not.
God, that's hard to
And,
believe, isn't it?
Let's talk about the Saints. And they had 95 penalty yards, 10 penalties. They're not that disciplined of a football team. There's some gaps there that we can exploit.
Kamara.
Yeah.
Kamara.
Going straight to the running backs. Kamara
83
is
yards.
always scary. Is he scary as he used to be?
83 yards on 15
Yeah,
attempts.
I think so, bro.
Nasty.
You think
He was their
he's
second
scary?
leading
He
receiver,
still,
5 of 5
still can
receptions.
catch, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Rashid Shaheed is the one for me, bro.
Yeah, where's Olave on this list?
Bro, I told you he didn't do nothing.
Dang.
Hey, he caught the 2 passes for -2. No, that's the yak, but
Yeah,
didn't do
that's brutal.
Bro, I'm telling you, Rashid Shaheed to me is going to be the most consistent guy, and it's not Olave's fault. I just don't think Derek Carr knows how to use him or the offense anyway. And Rashid is a guy that they scheme different with. The same way how we talked about Turpin being able to move around the offense and make a bunch of different plays in different positions. That's what they have in Rashid Shaheed. He's a kick returner, but he knows how to do everything else. So I think Rashid is their most dangerous weapon on the receiver. And unfortunately, because Olave is a dog, I just don't think they know how to use him.
So look at their receiver room. They've got Olave. Everyone kind of poo-poo that performance. Obviously, is terrible, but I think he'll bounce back. They also got Bub Means, who they drafted. You know who else they got on the roster at receiver? Oh, Cedric Wilson. Remember this guy?
Yeah.
This guy was cog.
another revenge game for another ex-Cowboy receiver.
Another revenge game.
Wasn't he just in Miami last year or something?
Yeah, he's bouncing around.
They didn't use him, but they had some other guys over
He's
there.
doing that old Texas two-step around the league.
Yeah, hey, he keeping a paycheck, man. That's the goal.
Or Brown.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, I mean that offense is kind of it's Kamara, and then we thought it was Olave, but Rashid Shaheed, he emerged last year.
Foster scored a touchdown.
Foster did get that. He's taken a while to break out, and I think he almost wasn't able to stay in the league for maybe cancer or whatever.
LSU cat.
Good little comeback story there. And they have 3 tight ends they're using here: Hill, Juwan Johnson, and Foster Moreau. So that kind of says something about the receiving core there. I mean, I feel like Diggs, he can just blank Olave. If this happened with the Panthers, Diggs got Olave covered, and then we'll see who's got the speed to keep up for sure.
So that Saints defense, what do you guys think? They had a few turnovers, a score, I think.
Yeah, it's so hard to count those stats against Bryce Young, though, bro.
Yeah, they ain't the Browns defense.
Tyrann Matthews got a forced fumble.
Yeah, it's so hard to do that, man. I don't think Dak is going to be anywhere near what Bryce Young was.
No.
They got some players, man.
No, they do. And I hate to discredit them.
Cam Jordan and Chase Young.
Cam Jordan comes to mind, yeah.
Yeah.
Those 2 names are scary. I didn't watch the film. Did anybody see how that D line played? Was it scary at all?
No, yeah, I feel like Bryce didn't know.
As Young, he probably thought so.
Yeah, bro. It was just a bad play.
Young, yeah.
It was just bad play overall, bro. The ball was being thrown all over the place. The offensive play calling was terrible. It just didn't look good, man. I hope that my biggest fear, well, not even fear, I think New Orleans might come in riding high for that win, and they might get smacked in the mouth early and realize, damn, this ain't the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on.
For real.
Hold on.
Is
this ain't
a
the
game
Panthers.
Dak actually shows out 300 plus?
Bro, this
is it.
I feel like it.
It depends on what Carr do. If our defense attack Carr like they did Washington, he's gonna be hard to, man. I don't know. I think he
an
can.
Interesting point, because you say like it might be dictated by how the Saints play.
Exactly.
So like some conversation came up. I don't remember who I was listening to, probably Unc Shay, but they were talking about McCarthy's tendency to kind of coach to the win instead of stepping on the throat.
Bro, I say this, I always feel like Dallas plays according to their opponent, right?
Yeah.
Like if we play a high scoring team, we're gonna put up a lot of points. But when we play teams that don't score a lot, we always seem to have our worst games on offense. And I don't never understand that. But I think that goes to what you just said. He lets go of the gas when he feel like he doesn't have to keep going. And that's not necessarily a good thing sometimes, because I watch us play like dog shit against teams like the Raiders. And then we play a team like the 49ers and we go out there and, if it's a shootout, let's just say, or the Rams, 49ers, I can't even speak on, they always got our number.
Yeah.
Let's just say the Rams,
please.
Right? The Rams, we go touchdown for touchdown. But then we'll play a team, man, like the Raiders or the Broncos.
Or the Jets.
Or the Jets, who can't score nothing, and then we don't score nothing. Like, I don't understand why we play to our competition all the time. So I hope the Saints give us a game, because that'll make us give ourselves a game. So, yeah, I like our odds, though, bro. I don't see us losing this game at all.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, so if there was one thing that was holding us back, though, what would that be? Run game looked decent. We're at home. We're gonna have a home crowd in our advantage here. Both teams play in the dome, so kind of equal elements, to be honest. But
one guy.
It was kind of alluded to, maybe the head coach Mike McCarthy, but I digress. Go ahead.
What's their coach's name?
Who are they?
The Saints.
Oh,
Allen,
Dennis Allen.
Right.
That one.
I'm just saying, are y'all worried about Dennis Allen versus McCarthy?
No.
McCarthy, he got a pelt on the wall. He's been to the Super Bowl, won it.
You look at the Saints defense, they got guys kind of at every level that have had success in the NFL, but not necessarily homegrown guys. So is Tyrann Mathieu? I know he came up with the ball. I remember seeing that in the highlight. I always wanted the Cowboys to grab him when he was a free agent a few years back.
Yeah.
They'll never spend money on safety. That's okay. They finally found a few. But Marshawn Lattimore, they drafted Kool-Aid. They have another revenge candidate in Ridgeway. He's on the D-line. But, they have players out there. But I think ultimately – do you guys want to do a prediction? Are we predicting now?
Yeah, man.
I'll start predicting.
Let's roll with it.
Let's do it. But we got a guest. The guest got to go first.
Okay. Okay. What we
guys,
predict?
it's a noon game at home.
All right. What you got for us?
What we predicting? That way I know what I'm on. I don't know.
Okay. So
final score.
Yeah.
Oh,
final score versus the Saints.
And maybe a hot take or two, bro.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah. We didn't get his record prediction either, huh?
Let me go. Final score for this Saints game. I'm gonna go because I'm gonna stand on the Cowboys opening up at home and doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna talk my talk right now. I'm gonna go Cowboys 35. Actually, you know what? What was the Browns game? 17? They only scored 17?
33-17, yeah.
Yeah, so
By the way, I called 30-17 last week. Just saying.
He's right.
okay, well, I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna go 35-17. And
My
the
man.
only reason why they'll score 17 is because it's garbage time and they just got a quick play and
Just
they
like the Browns had.
exactly like Jerome Ford when he fell in the end zone for no reason, right? So I'm gonna go 35-17 Cowboys, and my biggest prediction, I'm gonna go with. I think this is the game, man. So they already got it out the way. CeeDee Lamb, 140 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Very nice.
We need a big Lamb.
Cowboys Nation's happy.
140.
Yeah, I'll go 35-21. So along those lines, I'm gonna go Zeke Elliott has 100 yards rushing.
Ooh,
okay.
All right.
I like that. That would be
like
fun.
that.
How about 100 yards total?
Okay. No, stick to okay. Man.
That sounds a little more reasonable. I got you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm taking Cowboys 40-21. And I think we're gonna see a pick six from Diggs. That's what I'm calling.
Let's go.
I dig it.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 35-28, a little bit closer, but it's still a touchdown game and covers the spread there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We'll all be happy. We'll have another victory Monday for you guys.
What's your hot take there, Alex?
What's your hot take, bro, other than the score?
Oh, hot take. Yeah. Shoot.
On the spot.
I think
didn't have all week to think about it.
I know, man, but we're gonna get Kevontae Turpin in on offense, and he's gonna get a touchdown end around
there we
to
go.
the right and from
very
15-yard
specific. I
line.
love
Let's
it.
go.
Oh, you know the whole play. You know the play and everything.
It's gonna be second down.
I know.
You
right?
see a triple reverse.
McCarthy just
go out of
botched
motion.
the timeout, and
They're gonna put 7 linemen out there. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I do like a big boy formation.
yeah.
I love that Diggs call though. Diggs, my guy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, they were showing the graphic during the game. The top 2 leaders in interceptions in the last 3 years are both on the Cowboys.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
It's pretty sick.
yeah. I'm excited for when we get to full strength. Like if we get both sides corners just going off like that, it's just going to be dangerous, right?
We still get Bland back. In
I was just
3 to
about to
4
say
weeks.
Bland. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, if it's we still been cheated from having Bland and Diggs on the field, man. We need that ASAP, bro. We need that.
I saw there were a few funny stats come out of yesterday.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones, just to wrap the, or kind of, some of the notes we took. Deshaun Watson had more passes out of bounds than over 10 yards.
Oh,
What the hell?
What the?
yeah.
That's come on, man. That's a come on, man, right there.
Yeah. Pretty brutal.
That's wild.
Yeah. I'm not too scared of this matchup, but I think it was week 2 when we played the Cardinals last year, something like that, and we kind of overlooked them.
Yeah,
true.
So that's why I was asking if there's anything we overlooked. I feel like the run game question was answered week 1 a little bit. It'll be a committee, but Zeke still got enough juice left in the tank. So I really do hope that maybe Brandon Cooks gets involved a little bit more. Not to just put all the pressure on CD.
That was a cool play, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Dak. If you guys saw the
knew the
breakdown of
blitz
that
was
Brandon Cooks
coming.
touchdown,
Yeah.
So it's a full blitz. It's not blocked up great. There's guys coming through, and he just throws a, what do you call it, rainbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it floated in the air.
top.
It floated in the air for
floated.
a while. Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was a good call.
And look at that. We got 73 watching.
Hey,
Shout out to Larry Allen.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Yeah. Hey, Larry.
go.
Hey, nice. Good call. Hey, appreciate you guys watching. Hey, hit the like button,
Definitely.
subscribe,
Definitely.
share this content, and hey, we're all back. I know y'all are watching some of this
Cowboys home opener
Yeah.
next week.
Next week, Saints are
Let's
going to
go.
take them down.
Any of y'all got plans to go to a game this year?
Oof. The bank account.
Uh,
I think my streak is over this year.
Oh,
But who knows? I am going to that UTSA game. Apparently, that ticket was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm in. Obviously, it's a football.
We'll see how the season progresses. The Cowboys got to show me a little something more.
Yeah,
I mean, we all said we weren't going to spend money on the Cowboys after the.
Yeah.
God, the tone was so
Bro,
bad.
Listen,
But
I'm with you.
Spending
Bro.
time. That's good enough for
A
now.
Victory Monday
I'm
solves
with you.
everything.
I'm with you. I haven't been down there to see a Cowboys game since 2019. Matter of fact, right before COVID. I actually went 2 years ago, but I went the week that they didn't play at home because I was so pissed off at them. And they played Jacksonville that game and ended up losing while I was on the plane. So I'm so glad I didn't I went literally that weekend, so I didn't have to see them. I was so damn mad. I flew there to see a Mavericks game. I was like, look, bro, I'm done with the Cowboys right now. And they lost. They lost to the Jaguars while I was on the plane. So thank God they won.
That's your journey. It's all our journeys.
And sometimes
bro, you get your bones ground to dust by the Cowboys.
Listen, bro.
But not this week, and I don't think next week either.
Nope. We good. We in good hands. But I do want to go back soon, though, man. So, I love it down
see you there.
So.
Yeah, and hey, not trying to get too cocky, look too far ahead, but Fizz, since you went on the last episode, just curious, you got a season-long record prediction. I had 12-5. Which one of y'all had 13?
I had 12-5. I think Joe had one less. Is that right?
No, I think he had 13.
I don't remember. We were around there. I think as a podcast, we were.
Go back to the tape.
Yeah, Joe doesn't want to just say something at random. He's scared.
Well, I'm gonna say this, bro. I honestly, every year, I say this to the world. Our record, to me, never really matters because I know we're gonna make the playoffs, right? It's the playoff record that matters to me. We can go win 13, 14 games, but if we lose in the first week, none of that matters, bro. So
I think we all feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm with you. So that's why I don't even look I'm not saying I don't look at the schedule, but the games that we win or we lose, in my head, I'm programmed to think we're going to make the playoffs, regardless of what we're doing. So my biggest thing is let's get the first playoff win, and then we on the train. Because as long as we don't play the Packers or the 49ers, bro, I think we're okay. But the Packers might be done. So let's get past the 49ers, bro, and I think we on our way, man. So the regular season, I don't know if I can speak on our record, bro, because I just know we're gonna make the playoffs. As long as we in the playoffs, that's all I care about, man.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah, and look, hey, we'll get another test that I feel might be a little more real in week 3 with the Ravens. That's my fams team.
Isn't Lamar Jackson banged up?
I don't know about that, but Fizz, are you in the MD area or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, bro. Yep. So
okay, yeah.
So that's why Diggs, my guy, man. Diggs from Maryland, his brother from Maryland, and so wow, I discovered Stephon Diggs. I went to a Maryland game one day, didn't have no clue who he was, and this dude was doing everything. So I was like, hold on, who is this dude? I started following them, called my father, like, man, he got drafted, and then little did we know he was who he became. So that was a cool little thing. But
they both found their way to Texas. The Diggs boys are both in Texas now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can't wait for that matchup.
Exactly, bro. Honestly, look, I know my boy Lonnie was in the chat, man. We played. Well, I actually quit the team the year before, but he played with Navarro Bowman from the 49ers.
Okay.
Man, that guy had a bad injury. That he was a great player.
Bro, that's my man. I bought my first car from his father, so we all know each other. But I'm going down memory lane. But anyway, like I said, when the Baltimore game, bro, I wish we played it here, man. The year that we played it here was the COVID year, and they gave Dez the COVID test before the game and said that he had COVID. And I was so pissed off because I wanted Dez to beat us so bad, bro. I was so mad. I wish that game was here because I want to go, and it's in Dallas. So that's going to be a tough game, though, man. I don't know if we can do nothing with Lamar, man. Lamar's a bad boy, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough game right there.
You can drop a few.
You think Parsons can handle that? I don't know.
Overshown.
The good thing about the game, I believe Baltimore's gonna make us play how we should play, though. We're not gonna go out there playing around and put, the offense will have to score points and keep up. So I love to have a team like that because we're gonna have to show up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind that.
Said this last show, but the Cowboys have only beat the Ravens one time in franchise history.
Exactly.
5-1.
And I think I was at that game. It was in Dallas, right?
You got to go again.
Yeah, man. So
gotta go, bro. Gotta go.
Yeah, man.
As long as it ain't on my dime, go, man. Have fun.
I mean, it'll start a little fun. Hey, hit that super chat, y'all. Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. I think we're off to a good start, y'all. It's just week one, but a lot to be excited about. One injury, and it looks like a 4-week, recovery for Jake Ferguson. So hopefully he gets back right. We got some options behind him, but I think there's going to be more heavily weight on CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott leading the way.
Yeah, don't forget, half those teams lost this week.
Yeah.
So chin up, boys. We're on the way.
Yeah, and before y'all move on, what y'all think about Luke Schoonmaker, man, for a good 4 weeks? How y'all feeling about him?
It looks like the Cowboys want him to make it work. They brought in Brevin Spanford. They seem to like him. They seem to actually like Stevens better, but he had the injury.
Yeah, so I think the solution is not in the tight end room; it's in the receiver room.
I mean, they passed on Michael Mayer. They passed on Michael Mayer for him at the time. So
and then the Raiders passed on Mayer for Bowers the next year. Pretty much.
Well, then we traded a tight end away right before the season.
Oh, Hendershot.
Yeah, Hendershot. We could have used Hendershot. He knew the system.
He's
and
chasing the ring and everything.
He got good. He got good odds.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
1 week later, we wish we had him.
We might see Flournoy out there. We might see another receiver activated next week.
Yeah.
And not lean on because the tight end room is getting a little small.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Well, hey, we're gonna let everybody get back to this game. I want to say, hey, thank you so much, Fizzle Dollars, for coming to the show. Y'all go follow Fizzle on
anytime,
Twitter.
fellas. Anytime.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you joining the show.
For life.
Yeah,
man.
I named my son Dallas, man. After that playoff game, after that Seattle game in the playoffs,
high stakes.
I went to that game, man. That was the best. I went from Zeke and Dak rookie season. I went every year since then. So actually, the first game I went to, we lost that game. Who was our receiver? Terrence.
Williams.
Terrence Williams. He didn't go out of bounds and let the clock run.
Against the Giants.
It was against the Giants. I was there.
Yeah.
And bro,
season opener.
That was my first game there. I ended up going to the Thanksgiving game against the Commanders the next and Thanksgiving. But I've been going every year since then. Yeah, no, not that one. That was the
okay.
I think Deshaun Watson was back with them, but yeah, since 2015 I've been going. I stopped going since the COVID hit, but yeah, like I said, man, I named my son Dallas after that Seattle game, bro. That was the best trip I ever had, and my son was due 3 months later. So, there we go. What we got, Brandon?
Okay, all right.
The Saints about to
Who's this
Brandon, man.
Thanks for the watch.
They ain't gonna beat the Cowboys. Let's go.
The ain't. Yeah, all right, Brandon.
All right, y'all. Hey, well, again, appreciate you, Fizzle, for jumping on here with us. And for everybody else, hey, this is Cowboys Uncovered, episode 2. And here we go.
Here we go.
Got the season rolling, all right?
See y'all next week.
Hey, appreciate y'all. And take it easy.